Up here at the top right, we have our Zerg player. Used to be known as Terius.
Bumblebee Prime.
You know what I realized?
What's that?
SC 2-0'd Alicia in Code A this season, knocking into the up and downs.
Yep.
I forgot about that. He's got his number. Here is our Terran player, though. Who knows how he's going to play this game?
STC.
The STC. Do not all in this player.
Well, unless you're Alicia. And we're got a barracks going down in a funny location over here. Again, it's become standard to put your barracks in a non-standard location versus Zerg, just to throw them off a little bit, so when they scout with their drone or their overlord, they won't know what's going on, where the barracks is. Also, sometimes you see them put it in a strange location just so that they can float it and spot an overlord with their marine in order to kill an early overlord. Not the case in this situation, but that's also another reason why we see barracks placed in different places sometimes.
Yeah, quite common. Hatch first going down for Bumblebee, sneaking 2 additional drones out afterwards as well. And will even be going gas before pool after all of this, so fairly risky opening for him. But on this map, to get 2 racks is just such an anomaly. So rare.
Yep.
Big 4-player map.
And I just realized this is actually the STC's last game. It's his final game of the day. He's 2-2 right now, so it all comes down to this game. If he loses this game, he's out, period.
Yeah.
No question about it. If he wins this game, he's still not necessarily in, but he needs to win this game to have any chance, whereas Bumblebee is out. I think there's... I think there's like a 1% chance that somehow it could happen, because there's only one player with 3 wins right now, right?
Yeah.
So technically it's possible that he could get, I don't know.
Yeah, basically he's playing right now for that slight hope, but also just to drag the STC down with him.
Yeah, he's basically playing for pride right now, just so he doesn't get, 0-4 and then maybe 0-5 in his group. He's just playing to try to get back and show a couple good games after some failures in his early games. So he's going to be trying it his hardest here, despite the fact that there's not a ton on the line for him at the moment.
You're exactly right. Bunker going down now, and Command Center is finished. I'm really curious to see what Bumblebee is going to do. He's not mining additional gas. He's only getting his speed. Has no plans to do an all-in. And the STC is making his factory and reactor now. Very standard, very normal. Anyone who does not do so at this point is actually considered abnormal, because it's so good to use those reactor hellions to slow down creep spread. You can catch a drone maybe, kill some Zerglings, clean up the map, you control the map.
Yeah, exactly. So standard it hurts.
I guess you could say that.
Now, let's not forget, by the way, that the STC, he's been playing pretty well this season, but Zergs have been a problem for him lately. In fact, he beat Lucira, but Lucira's in really bad shape right now. Beat Finn in the second round of Code A, but then lost to Curious. So once he hit a good Zerg, he was not able to handle it. Also recently lost to Monster in the Team League. So lately, Zergs have been trouble for the STC. So even though Bumblebee is playing rather poorly today, he might have a shot.
There's a roach run on the way for Bumblebee right now.
Interesting.
And a starport is finishing up right now with the tech lab next to it, so we're going to see some Banshee play, delayed Banshees. Unless it's something crazy like a Raven. Nope, Cloak Banshee. Baneling Nest is on the way as well, so we may see some Roach Baneling aggression. And against Cloak Banshee, Cloak Banshee can sometimes throw people off, but usually the Cloak Banshee can be dealt with after the all-in hits, and it's fine. Unless you're Dongre Gu, and for some reason, even after you see the Cloak Banshee, you don't make spores, even if you have an Evolution Chamber in a Finals. That's the only time. That does occasionally happen, though. It can occur.
Are you talking about a specific instance here, Wolf, or just theoretically?
Just theoretically speaking. 20 Zerglings on the way, and that's quite literal. I must say the Roaches are actually going to go unscouted as the Hellions have skirted around the other side to check for a third base.
Does he have anything to protect against those?
He has 3 Marines and a bunker. Oh, you mean the defending against the Hellions? Well, he's going to lose some of his Zerglings here. He has not seen the majority of the units, though.
Oh, and he's morphing a ton of Banelings outside there. Those Zerglings are crucial, though. Oh, and the Hellions get caught. 1 goes down, 2 go down.
The bunker
and he's
will fall.
actually going in before the Banelings are even completed, taking out that bunker very quickly. And the STC knows what trouble he's in, but maybe not the full extent of it. Here come the Banelings to knock down that wall. Boom! Everything blows up. The Banelings are going to chase these Hellions. They're going to die first, but the Roaches are in, and that is the big problem.
The Zerglings at the natural, killing a lot of SCVs as well. The STC's supply dropping very quickly. His SCV count falling further and further. More units are rallied across the map, but he doesn't have a ton of them. I don't think he's going to hold this regardless, though. He's just losing too much. Another Banshee does come out. The Banshees do have Cloak, but they have no reason to use it right now.
And look at that. He actually remakes a depot wall. I was going to say he can just rally in Zerglings, but he's going to be able to possibly hold this. A couple of Hellions running away. Yeah, I think he's actually going to hold because those Zerglings will not be able to get in the main. He can just kill them with Banshees and Hellions and hold that off for now, but at the end of the day, or at the end of the battle rather, 16 SCVs remaining to 32 drones.
Yeah, with double command centers, though, his economy is a little bit better than it indicates. And in fact, he's going to lose a lot of Zerglings in the middle of the map if he runs into these Hellions.
Yeah. He actually might lose a bunch of drones to these Cloaked Banshees coming into the main. He has no detection right now. The Evo Chamber is not even completed yet, and he's actually targeting down the Queens, going for the ones with more energy first. No, he turns on the drones now.
They'll go for the Queens again if they come back. Going for the Queen with more energy again.
Beautiful decision making there. Banelings are going to take out that bunker, but actually that wasn't too effective.
No, not very effective at all.
But he's actually going to take out every Queen, I think. Just one more volley on that other Queen should kill it, but doesn't even matter. He's now going for whatever he can get now that there's spores available. Oh, the Queen does die to that last missile. This is actually turned around and is looking horrible for Bumblebee.
Yep. Bumblebee overcommitted a little bit too much to his build. Allowed it to be scouted. And he's just losing so much now. He makes a spine die into the... What is he doing? Moving the spore, but that allows
him to actually get over the mineral line. Exactly. Oh no.
I mean, there's nothing he can do.
He's got this Overseer tagged onto the Banshees, but he's got nothing to actually attack.
Now that the spine was taken out, he has nothing to do with these Hellions. And the STC is going to put Bumblebee at 0-4 in this group.
Yes, indeed. And the STC is going to be at 3-2. GG Bumblebee with another flubbed all-in.
Yep. STC looking pretty happy with how that one went.
3 of his 4 games were all-ins that just didn't go well. And I would say that one was relatively well executed, actually. He messed up the execution of a couple of his all-ins earlier today. That one, he did it well. It's just that the STC had what he needed to defend it. He had those Banshees out, which could just wail away at the Zerglings once he broke in. He defended well. He had a bunker in his main building eventually. He rebuilt the depot wall as well. So it was just very well defended by the STC. Again, proving, like you asserted before, that he is just so hard to kill with an all-in. Just very good at defending things.
Yeah. He absolutely is, man. I thought he might die, to be perfectly honest.
I thought he was dead for a second with all the Zerglings in his main. Zerglings killing every SCV at his natural.
Well, I thought after the Zerglings were cleaned up, he set the next person. I was like, all right, 32-16 Harvesters. Should be fine. Maybe we'll play a longer game, but then there was no Spore Crawler reply. He went Lair, and I was like, okay, that kind of makes sense, but you also need Spore Crawlers to deal with this, or additional Queens, but you made neither, and so, well, I mean, if you don't take my word for it, you can go back and watch the VOD yourself tomorrow. and watch what happens when you don't do either of those things.
Yeah, and he saw the Banshees attacking his Zerglings. He had the time. I think he maybe underestimated those couple Banshees, made more Zerglings instead of extra Queens, and the Evo Chamber looked like it was late. I didn't see how quick the reaction was there, but it felt a little bit late to me.
I thought he could have, with his push in general, he could have gone for the SCVs on the outside of the wall rather than trying to send his Banelings in the middle. He lost so many Banelings to Hellions before they didn't even hit anything. Those Banelings could have hit a bunch of SCVs at the natural, or some other structures, or could have saved them and used them later, but he didn't do any of that, so that was something that really, really hurt his push, hurt the strength of his attack. But anyway, we're going to have JYP against SC next. The map is going to be dual site, so good for SC, someone who was looking a little bit grim so far, but now, after he won his last game on Belshri, he's 1-2. He can tie himself up at 2-2 if he beats JYP here.
Yep, it's definitely possible. And, yeah, I mean... Yeah, anything could happen really at this point still. The only one who's completely out of it is Bumblebee. Yep. There's still at least a slight chance of anyone else getting into Code S at this point. And yeah, so JYP, he's at 2-1 right now. So if we do have a win for SC, then they'll both be tied at 2-2 basically.
Yep, remember if they do end up getting tied, for example, if JYP loses and they're both 2-2, if they become tied later, since SC won, he will be the one who advances instead. So that's something to consider here. We'll see if JYP can overcome his opponent SC here on dual site, or if SC will tie things up 2-2 apiece here at the GSL Up and Downs.